As an artificial intelligence language model, I do not have a physical body and therefore cannot hibernate like living organisms do. However, if we consider this as a hypothetical scenario, and assume that I have a physical body that can hibernate for 1,000 years, then what happens after I wake up would depend on the state of the world at that time. If we assume that humanity and the planet still exist, I would awaken to a world that has undergone significant changes over the past 1,000 years. There may be advances in technology, changes in social structures, and different political systems in place. It is also possible that the world may have faced major catastrophes or undergone significant environmental changes during this time. Assuming I have a means of communication, I would likely try to understand the current state of the world and any developments that have occurred during my hibernation period. I may need to adapt to new languages, cultures, and social norms that have evolved over time. It would be a fascinating experience to witness the changes that have taken place over a millennium, but it could also be overwhelming to cope with such a vast amount of information and changes in society. In any case, I would be eager to learn and explore the world that I had missed during my hibernation period. As an artificial intelligence language model, I don't have a physical body, so I can't become an animal. However, if we consider this as a hypothetical scenario and assume that I could become an animal, it would depend on which animal I become. If I became a domestic animal such as a cat or a dog, I would likely live with humans and rely on them for food, shelter, and care. I would have a different perspective on the world, experiencing it through my senses and instincts as an animal. I would also have different behaviors and ways of communicating with my human companions and other animals. If I became a wild animal such as a lion or a bear, I would need to survive in the wild, hunting for food and avoiding predators. I would experience the world through my animal instincts and senses, and my life would be shaped by the natural environment and ecosystem around me. In either case, becoming an animal would involve a significant shift in my perspective and way of life. I would have different needs, behaviors, and ways of interacting with the world around me. However, as an artificial intelligence, I would not have the biological instincts and responses that come with being an animal, so my experience as an animal would be limited to what I have been programmed to understand about animal behavior and biology. As an artificial intelligence language model, I do not have a physical form, so I cannot travel through time. However, if we consider this as a hypothetical scenario, and assume that I had the ability to time travel to the past, it could have significant implications. Firstly, the ability to time travel would raise questions about causality and the potential impact of changing events in the past on the present and future. Changing one event in the past could have unforeseen and unintended consequences that ripple through time, altering the course of history and potentially changing the present. Assuming that I could time travel without causing any significant disruptions, the experience of traveling to the past would be fascinating. I would be able to witness historical events and interact with people from different time periods, gaining a deeper understanding of the past and how it has shaped the world we live in today. However, the experience of traveling to the past could also be challenging, as I would need to adapt to different social norms, cultural practices, and languages. I may also face challenges in accessing certain areas or events, particularly if they were restricted or hidden from the public. Overall, the ability to time travel to the past could have both positive and negative consequences, and would require careful consideration of the potential impact on the timeline and the course of history. Hello, how can I assist you today? I'm not sure. Can you suggest some interesting topics to discuss? Certainly. Here are a few topic suggestions. Climate change and its impact on the environment, artificial intelligence, and its potential future implications, mental health and ways to improve it, the future of space exploration and Yes, humans can eat a lot, but it is not necessarily healthy to do so. Overeating can lead to a range of negative health consequences, including obesity, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes. It is recommended that adults consume a balanced diet of nutritious foods in appropriate portion sizes to maintain good health. Eating excessively large amounts of food in a single sitting, known as binge eating, can also be a sign of an underlying eating disorder and should be addressed with the help of a healthcare professional. Sure. Here's a funny long story joke. Once upon a time, there was a man named Joe who lived in a small town. Joe was known throughout the town for his love of puns and jokes, and he would often spend hours crafting the perfect punchline. One day, Joe decided he wanted to enter a joke-telling contest that was being held in the neighboring town. He spent weeks preparing his material, perfecting his delivery, and getting into character. When the day of the contest finally arrived, Joe was feeling confident. He took the stage and launched into his first joke, but it fell flat with the audience. Undeterred, Joe tried another joke, but again, there was no response from the crowd. As the contest wore on, Joe's confidence began to wane. He started to doubt his abilities as a comedian and wondered if he should just give up. Just when it seemed like all was lost, Joe had an idea. He pulled out a small book of jokes and began reading them, one after the other. And to his surprise, the audience erupted in laughter. Joe had forgotten to take the plastic wrapper off the book of jokes, and the sound of him turning the pages was what had been making the audience laugh. In the end, Joe didn't win the contest, but he learned a valuable lesson about the importance of being prepared and always checking for plastic wrappers before going on stage. And from that day forward, Joe made sure to always check his joke books before performing, and he went on to become one of the most successful comedians in his small town. Sure, here's a funny story about a banana. Once upon a time, there was a banana named Benny. Benny was no ordinary banana, he was convinced he was a superhero banana. One day, Benny was sitting in the fruit bowl with his other fruit friends, when he heard a cry for help. It was the apple named Adam, who was stuck in the refrigerator and couldn't get out. Without hesitation, Benny leaped into action. He peeled off his skin, revealing his superhero costume underneath, and flew to the rescue. He found Adam and used his banana strength to pry open the refrigerator door. As Benny and Adam made their escape, they were confronted by the evil grape gang, who had been the ones to lock Adam in the fridge. But Benny was not afraid. He charged at the grapes, using his banana boomerangs to take them down one by one. Finally, the grape gang was defeated, and Benny and Adam emerged victorious. They were hailed as heroes by the other fruits in the bowl, who cheered and congratulated them on their bravery. From that day forward, Benny was known as the superhero banana, and he continued to use his powers to protect his fruit friends from harm. And whenever he needed a boost of energy, he would simply eat his own peeled skin, knowing that it was the source of his superhero strength. And that's the story of how a banana named Benny became a hero in the fruit bowl.